Are you waiting for permission to start that dream business, to change careers, to move to a new country, to live life on your terms? Hi, everyone. My name is Dominique Narciso Kim, and I'm a high performance coach for women entrepreneurs and leaders who want to lead a mission driven life. When I first started this business as, a total newbie, not knowing what to do, I felt this deep sense of needing to ask for permission. Permission from my parents, permission from my spouse, permission from my community, because I was stepping into something I had never done before. And I was also stepping into something that I didn't know anyone else who started their own business, after going to graduate school or like doing all these great things. I felt like I was stepping into the unknown, and I had to ask permission from everyone around me in order to do that. And it wasn't until I realized that the only real permission I needed, can you guess, was permission from myself. It was all an illusion, all of this time. This whole, I need to ask for permission to get started on my dream. I realized that I had so many built up stories about what success means, what it means to be a great mom, what it means to be a great employee, what it means to be a great professional. Like I had all of these stories within me that I realized my own story of becoming an entrepreneur or even running my own business, like it was too scary and too unknown that I didn't even know how to start. But it wasn't until I gave myself the space and I gave myself the time and the grace to learn how to be an entrepreneur. So in this video, I'm just going to give you 3 simple steps, just 3, to get you started on your entrepreneurial adventure. Because it is an adventure. There's going to be ups and downs and crazy obstacles and incredible wins. But what I want to say is that when you start doing things that light you up, when you start living a life that feels aligned with your soul, that feels good, that feels like, oh, you're making a difference in the world, you bring another level of energy to everything you do. It's not just the business, it's not just the career, it's the energy you bring to your family, the energy you bring to your relationships, the energy you bring to your community. Like you become a different person by doing the thing that you love. And so I want to share with you that it's totally possible, but first you have to give yourself permission. So the first step is to ask yourself, what do I really, really want to do? What do I want? What do I want for myself? And for you, if it's like, I want freedom, I want adventure, I want more money, I want this, I want that. Okay, great. So whatever it is you want, the next question and the next step is, what are you willing to give up to get there? What are you willing to give up to get there? Entrepreneurship, it's seen as like this really glamorous thing to do with your life. Like, oh, if you're an entrepreneur, it's great. It's all sunshine. But the reality is it's really hard. It's a really hard path to take because you have to constantly be learning. It's the same thing with a career. Whatever career you end up choosing, you have to constantly be learning if you want to keep growing. If you're okay with coasting and you're like, you know what, I'm good right where I'm at, I don't want to get promoted, that's a different story. But if you're ambitious and you want to push forward, you want to grow, you want to become a better version of yourself, a more fully expressed version of yourself, you're going to have to let go of things. You're going to have to give up things in order to walk the path of entrepreneurship, in order to walk the path of business building, in order to walk the path into the unknown. Because whatever it is on your mind, whatever it is you want to create and bring forth in the world, only you can do that. Only you can give it life. All right, the third step, a step I wished I had done sooner, but I didn't. Who are you going to ask for help? Who is going to help you? Who is going to help you after you give yourself permission, after you've, written down like what you need to let go of, what you need to stop doing in order to walk the path? Who are you going to ask for help? Who's going to help you? Because if you decide to walk down the path of entrepreneurship by yourself, it is going to be challenging, and you're going to need the support system. At every win, every loss, you're going to need that support system that will help you and push you and remind you and challenge you, hey, keep going. You can do it. This is part of the journey. Keep going. You can do it. It's part of the journey. I remember my time as a Peace Corps volunteer. I would listen to these stories of volunteers that had already gone and served in their countries. And, they would tell all these crazy stories about how it was really hard, how they felt homesick, all of these crazy things. And when I think about entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. When you go into something that you haven't done before, listen to the crazy stories, to the failures, to the challenges, because that just might happen to you. Or it might, you might go through those same obstacles. Know what you're getting yourself into before you start. When I started entrepreneurship, I was so passionate about helping people. I was so passionate about becoming a coach and an author and a speaker. I became all those things. But now what I'm learning is like, gosh, if I want to make this bigger, I have to grow. I have to give myself permission to get bigger. I have to give myself permission to stay committed to the path, even when things are rough. Because whatever level you are at in your life, in your career, there's always another level. There's always another level, but it's going to cause you and push you to stretch into your discomfort zone, getting uncomfortable with uncomfortable action. So, who are you going to ask for help? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a friend? Do you have a coach? Do you have someone that's going to give you that support, that's going to challenge you? All of these things are lessons that I've learned on my own journey because it's tough. Entrepreneurship is hard. It's not for everyone. I am still on the journey. I am still learning, but every time I feel like, oh, I don't know if it's right for me, I still have those moments of doubt. Something will happen because I decided, I'm like, nope, I'm going to keep going. And then it creates this new sense of excitement and a challenge. It's like, hey, Dom, can you do this? Are you really up for it? Are you going to go after it? What are you really made of? Is this really important to you? Are you in alignment with who you are as a person as you pursue this goal? And for me, it's like every year, different, obstacles, different challenges. But the more and more I step into this mindset as an entrepreneur, as someone who is making things happen in the world that are different, who is making things happen in the world that supports others, that brings others along, that grows others, it just fuels me even more because I know what I'm doing is aligned with what the universe wants, with abundance, with love, with compassion, with empathy. I've seen so many people in my life that have been unhappy with their careers, that have been unhappy with their lives, with where they're at that point in their life. And I always say, like, there's another way. You can choose. You can choose a different path. You can choose to change. You can choose something else. If you're not happy right now, choose something that's going to make you a little bit more happier. And that's it. Like, my mission in life is to encourage, to inspire, to support you on your own path to success, whatever that means for you. A lot of entrepreneurs go into business because, they want to be their own boss. But there's also a lot of entrepreneurs that go into business because they want to serve in their purpose. And I'm one of those folks. Of course, I want to make money too, but I'm also a very purpose-driven entrepreneur. I love working with other purpose-driven entrepreneurs that want to continue building and growing and helping in the world in a way that is aligned with them. Because again, when you are excited about the kind of work that you are doing, you become contagious. People are like, what are you on? And I'm like, hey, I'm high on life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to feel that passionate and purposeful about the work that you do, or, if it has to be volunteer work, about the volunteer work that you do, something in your life that's going to pull you into the future and also humble you in the present. It's this journey. It's this journey of, in my own perspective, in my opinion, when you're doing something for yourself and you are serving others and you are building something that you believe in, it's really a journey of self-actualization. How far can you go in terms of your potential? How big can you grow? What can you create? What can you, build on this planet that's going to make a real lasting impact? All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe to the Positive Success Show. So happy to be here. So humbled to be here. Very grateful. I'm fired up right now. And if you are looking for more support in your journey, if you're a woman entrepreneur, a leader, or you're looking for some motivation for your teams, contact me. Contact me, dom@domnarciso.com. You can also sign up for a one-on-one coaching conversation so I can get to know you better, you can get to know me better, and we can see if we're a good fit. Would love to help you on your journey. I know life gets busy and, it just gets busy. But I urge you, and I really want to push you to reach for your dreams, to not wait another year or 2 years or 10 years. I want you to start doing and living the dream now. Work at it, build it, give yourself the permission to become your greatest self. All right. Have a wonderful week, and remember to be bold, be positive, and take action every day.